Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. Still sort of kind of in the Citadel DLC. I'm Serious JG. You can see our cash has gone down substantially. Came back to the ship, bought upgrades, mostly for the weapons that Ash and James would be using in the endgame. I think I have the opportunity to switch squad mates throughout the final two plot missions, but I'm not positive, so I'm just going to use Ash and James throughout, because they're the ones I want to have at the very, very end of the game, when, mild spoiler, and certainly lots of twists and turns occur in the plot, but as you go into the final mission, the overall objective is save Earth. So, call me a speciesist, if you will, but I want to go with an all-human team. Although, certainly there's really no crew member we have in this game who, wouldn't give it all to help Shepard save his home. Agent What's-Her-Face, whom I like, Specialist Trainer, that's her name. Yeah, I like her, but I couldn't remember her name for a minute. She told us that we have new messages on our private terminal, so I thought I would check them in case they're different. But it looks like they're pretty much going to be people asking me to hang out with them on the Silver Strip. From Liara. Shepard, I thought it might be nice to spend some time away from the Normandy. I don't have anywhere particular in mind. Perhaps you can meet at your apartment and decide from there. Sure. Memorial service. It's from Raiden. Commander, I was somewhat surprised to receive a comm call from the Council. It's so cute. They would like to hold what humans call memorial service. Where it is held does not matter so much as who attends. I would like you to be there, as well as those people in the Normandy who knew my father. I understand in human services people speak well of the dead. It seems appropriate for you to conduct this part as the commander of the Normandy. To be honest, I am somewhat nervous. I might recall an inappropriate moment in front of everyone. Thank you. This would mean a great deal to me. No problem, Raiden. Come hang out. From Jacob to Shepard. Hey, Shepard, let's get loud. Spill some drinks on the Citadel. Finally, folks, finally, at long last, an entire game's worth of content, because we first started receiving offers from Jacob to spill drinks on the Citadel, I think approximately this close to the end of Mass Effect 2, so we have an entire game's worth of waiting for our chance to spill drinks on the Citadel with Jacob. So yeah, he wants to hang out for find some trouble. We'll meet him outside the arcade in the main level, if you're game. And then go time from Ash. Hey Ash! With all this stuff about pretenders, I figured there was one thing we had to settle. Meet me at the casino bar. You scared? Scared, you puss? Yeah, that's right. Pull up contest, bitch! Yeah, so forth. Trainer, you got anything to say now that I helped you find the self-confidence to win a game of, like, Space Risk with...
Commander?
No, you don't. Okay. It's alright. I'm not gonna take it personally. Alright, as this loads, I'm going to take a quick check and make sure I'm recording, because I just had this quick paranoia attack. We are recording, so buoy on us. Buoy on the ship. That didn't make sense to me, folks. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I spent a bunch of money. Now the modifiers, add-ons, whatever, for Shepard's, Ash's, and James's weapons are as good as I can find in shops on the Citadel. There are a few of them that are only at level 4.
No, you wouldn't, you joyless turd.
Jesus.
Straight line speed
Wait, is that?
is well and good, but how does a corner?
And will it save me from my death at the hands of... Oh man, I forgot the name of the villain from Cowboy Bebop. Never mind. How does it corner? And will it help me win the love of Faye Valentine? Which is not really Spike's mission in that series, but So Jacob's in the arcade, Ashley's at the bar, and Liara, I guess, is back at can be summoned to our apartment. Let's get Jacob first. Much as I enjoy the company of Ashley, we've been waiting for a long time to get it out. Spill some drinks on the Citadel with Jacob. So I'm heading for the bar. Isn't that where we're going to meet Ash? Okay. I need to divert right. Yeah, they're actually both kind of vaguely in the same direction. You know, Ash and Jacob might get along just fine. I mean, Jake, you know, not as like romantic partners. I'm just talking about they could be buddies. Jacob's ex-Alliance military. He flirted with Cerberus and then left. Where you at, Jacob? Don't tell me you've become addicted to the claw game, Jacob. What about a brute? What are you guys talking about? So what are you guys talking about? You talking about enemies from Halo fighting brutes? Where you at, Jacob? I probably wandered right by the interact with Jacob thing. It's probably one of these two, actually. Game rules, shattered E-zone. No, it's not one of those.
Towers of Hanoi. I don't think so.
Homie, don't play that. Yeah, I forgot there's two. One of them is interact, or instruction, and the other one's play the game. Sting's here. Play the game. Spin the wheel. Play the game. Come on, Jacob. Oh, actually, yeah, we can't... Is this really a place where we can spill some drinks? I mean, there's high-tech games here. You can't get liquid on them, I would imagine. Alright, let's check the map. Not the journal, the map. Well, he's somewhere in the castle arcade. Well, he's not here. We could probably find him if he were here. What's actually going to be here is some little red circle that we need to interact with. Kind of feel like I've been everywhere. It's embarrassing. It's a calamity.
Good night.
No, it seems like he's really different.
I think this one's broken.
Are you hiding behind the game?
Come on, what do you mean that is?
Seriously, what is going on here? You know, combine this with the pull-ups of a previous video in this play session for me, and getting a bit tired of this. I'll get too old for this shit. And then I take your helmet. That's a good Nike. You are... Yeah, you too. Oh, come on, Jacob. Show up. Show the fuck up, Jacob. He appeared to be, like, well and truly in there, too. On the map? Well, you can't really go by the map. That's right, this place was weird. You get up on this balcony where there's no way down without going into one of the stores. Which means there was no way to get here without going into one of the stores. I think this will take us quite close to Ashley. Maybe we'll hang out with Ashley first just because she's going to be significantly easier to find. Are you looking for Ash? She's easy to find. Just look for the lady who's 6'7" and more handsome than 10 movie stars. Razor Ramon once said he was easy to find. Just look for the man who's 6'7", more handsome than 10 movie stars. I think if Ash claimed to be 6'7", we'd have to be like, Ashley, really? What kind of heels are you wearing today? But we'll hang out with Ash first because we can't fucking find Jacob.
I'm looking for a Lieutenant Williams.
Aren't we all?
Thanks.
And she's wearing her new micro skirt armor.
Who's the real Spectre and who's the pretender?
I'm the real Spectre. You're a supporting character, and you're only alive because I chose you. Got a choice I regret.
Whatever you say, Williams.
I mean, whatever you
Line
say,
'em up.
Williams. So, drinking
Yeah,
contest,
that's what
pretty
I
much.
like to hear. Rules are simple. I take a shot, you take a shot. Hesitate, game over.
This shouldn't take too long.
Uh-huh. Glamorous and beautiful superstar Spectre agent first.
And Shepard goes first. Yeah, the problem with
Sorry
these
ass pretender next.
kind of contests is that, oh god, is this seriously going to be one of these mini
Try and
games?
go easy on you so you don't break a nail, princess.
Ooh,
You did not just say that.
yes it
I
is.
sure did.
Oh,
You're...
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Problem with these contests is that, like, you're both freaking dying. I mean, like, you're
I've
drinking...
seen how you deal with a few drinks, Williams. Very messy.
At this point, they haven't actually had enough time for the first blast of alcohol to be absorbed into the... Well, they're going to accelerate how long this
Ancient
takes
history. You know, I
to make it an
expected better.
interesting scene.
I'm saving my best moves for later.
And I'm not going to let you finish your
Best
sentence.
moves. At least if you're drunk, you have an excuse for how you dance.
Yeah, an excuse for how I fuck Tally while you poo. Ooh, sorry. I'm getting
Boom.
drunk, apparently. I didn't even let you finish saying you're on a roll.
I can do this all night.
And then be dead in the morning.
You may have to.
Thanks for the help. Thanks for getting me drunk. I'm going to go puke now.
This was a good idea.
Yeah, it was. You ready for round 2?
Bring it on.
I haven't had a good drinking contest in a long time. Of course, I don't know, like, fictional hot chicks in, like, skin tight space armor.
My friend doesn't like alliance types.
Buddy, we're right in the middle of something.
I don't like alliance types either.
Oh, be careful. You'll be dead!
Rain check?
Yeah.
Well, we can finish getting drunk after the, like, stereotypical bar fight. Yeah, see, continue drinking. Of course, the Vorcha has now adapted to being punched in the face and is immune to it. Oh, I hate to see her leave, but love to watch her go. Skin-tight spacesuit for the win.
What can I get for you?
How about a human girlfriend? Pardon me, folks. Anything to buy here? No, that was just for party supplies. That was so that we could have a party attack. So that was it. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. I need a little tickle my throat here. Some non-alcoholic beverage. Ah. Yeah, that was a charming little scene, but I guess we got to get back to not being able to find Jacob. Yeah, see, that was an odd one, because if Ash was your love interest, well, you know what, if Ash was your love interest, you'd probably have a different scene. You might have that one too, but you'd also have, well, you know what, maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't have that scene at all. Maybe you'd have something back in the apartment, but I was just going to say, I don't see how that, if she's your love interest, leads to, excuse me. I mean, you know, all of us are a little different in what does it for us, but that doesn't seem like a scene that would lead to,
Stay out of trouble.
you know, tender romance, is what I'm trying to say. Certainly I can see two people who have a drinking contest and get sloppy drunk and pursue amorous activities, but they get interrupted and fight two thugs together. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's heading in that direction. Phantom? You mean the great new game Phantom? That new RPG Phantom? I'm really getting tired of the background chat here.
Towers of Hanoi. I don't think so.
Homie does not play that. Have I made that clear to you? Where the fuck are you, Jacob? I want to get it out. Spill some drinks on the Citadel. Ash just got his drinking dander up. The little lady, you know, she might have been able to bring him to a satisfactory level of shit-facedness, but they got interrupted. And then she decided to cut out. So now we can wait for Jacob here. Well, you know what? Now. Oh, you're gonna hate me for this, folks. It's the most evil cliffhanger in a long time, but I think we've... Oh, never mind, that's right, I started this on the quarter hour, so fuck it. I was about to call it a video, give you a cliffhanger before we talk to Jacob, but no, I forgot. I thought I'd started on the 30-minute mark, but I started on the 15-minute mark, so I gotta finish this. Let's wait for Jacob. Wait and get it. Let's drink some Citadel. Got a head start on you there, Jacob.
Hey,
I met up with
Shepard,
Ash.
over here.
Hey,
Thanks
Jacob.
for coming by. Good to see you. What's up?
Out for a little R&R. You?
Exactly. Same thing.
Hey, sorry I didn't use you
Jacob,
more in Mass Effect
I'm
2.
out of
You were
credits.
kind of a dull combat squad member, but fun. Your lame-ass
Who are they?
things you said when you used pull
Parents
were
are
funny.
MIA. Volunteered to take them on for the weekend, get their minds off things.
Aww.
What about us, Shepard?
He's a good
It's
guy.
got to be a game of skill in there with our names on it.
Seriously? No new contest. You fucking pussy. I could destroy you at drop claw. You bitch. Nah. Jacob seemed like a pretty nice guy. He was a likable character. A little bit one-dimensional. Like, sometimes he didn't have a whole hell of a lot to say other than, like, vaguely make reference to, I got issues with my dad, which, you know, we'll probably run across him. Can't imagine he's got, like, a harem of, you know, space retards or anything like that, but yeah. Didn't use him that often because he just seemed kind of vanilla. Ironic, considering that he's a chocolate beast. But, then when I did get to using him at the end of the game, I was like, oh man, the dumb shit he says when he uses the pull skill is hilarious. I should have used him far more than I did.
Let's do it.
Let's fall in love. Oh, seriously? Am I gonna I shouldn't have gone exploring all the Silver Strip games, because it seems like a lot of these little meetups are just designed to force you to play one of the mini games. Somebody just teleport in and out real quick there?
This is your game of skill.
Now, Shepard, I'll try not to embarrass you.
Really? Trash talk? At Shattered Ezo?
Hell yeah.
Pull-up
my pride is on
contest.
the line. Also,
Yeah,
these
well-
kids look up to me, so I have to take you down.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna take me down? I don't think so.
Homie does not play
Step
that.
up, Shepard. Although it might be tough not having your squad to carry you.
You're on.
No pressure, Shepard. These people already idolize you. So when you choke, it won't matter.
Your
No,
crowd.
don't you understand? You'll be destroying their faith in...
Am I? My bad.
I thought we were
Stand
gonna
back,
spill some
Shepard
drinks.
needs
What is
extra
this?
room to make the magic happen.
Ready?
And Shepard's
do
like,
this.
the forces of nature follow my command. Wind, blow to the northeast.
Glad none of your friends are here to see
I don't
you
actually
do
remember how
this.
to do this, though.
Yes!
That all you got?
Check it out, Shepard. Feel that? Feeling of doom.
Never mind. I got this. Nice one.
I've forgotten how it worked for a minute, so... is that gonna be it?
Commander Shepard wins!
I'm sorry. I tried to hold back my incredible power, but it overwhelmed my own defense.
And that's how it's done, kids.
You couldn't just let me win just once.
You had to
Come
pull
on,
in
Shepard.
fucking
Let's grab
alpha
some food.
counters
I'm buying.
for myself. You can pay for your own food, you show off, son of a bitch. And there you go, folks. 100+ videos in the making. That is what happens when you hang out with James on the Citadel. Lame. You bet it was lame. And once again, we were idiots for having done any of these mini games as they force you to play. Like, now we're gonna be like, now we're gonna go back to our ship and get like a message from you know, Rex is like, hey Shepard, let's go play the I've totally blanked on the name. It's something or other defense. You know, the relay defense. Yeah, hey Shepard, let's play relay defense, and that's like a big fucking thing you have to do with Rex. We play it for like 4 seconds. He's like, okay, cool, thanks Shepard, that was awesome. And then you never see Rex again. Thanks for saving my race, and thanks for showing me a quick game of relay rescue. I'm out. Later. Thanks for not killing me on Vermeer. Let's play relay defense for like 40 seconds and then go our separate ways forever. Shepard. And Shepard's like, no, you can't leave, not until you tell me the story about you and that one sorry mercenary again. So emails, rain check. Thanks for sticking around to watch me go head-to-head with Suzusa. Sorry again for messing up our lunch plans. Love to get a rain check. Let me know whenever you're free and I'll come by. Okay, so we get to have another thing with Trainer. Official input required. Commander Shepard, your presence has been requested concerning an incident involving a Krogan identified as Grunt. Please report to CSEC officer on patrol on the Silver Sun Strip for additional blah blah blah. So we get to go check up on Grunt. Apparently we get to do more stuff with Trainer. We can now invite up probably Trainer. Yeah. Well, you know, we've already had some fun in this video. Let's suddenly get really somber and invite up Kolyat to have a memorial service for his dead lizard daddy. I wonder what happens if you do this DLC before you reach the point in the story where his dad's dead. Probably this doesn't pop up on your private messages until after you reach that point. That would make sense, yeah.
We
So
are
never mind, no
gathered
great
here
mystery.
to honor the life of Thane Kreos.
Yeah. He's
Thane
pretty
touched
badass
each
too,
of our
actually.
lives in different ways. The Counselor knew him as a hero.
Mhm.
The Normandy's crew knew him as a brother in arms. And others as a father, devoted to his son.
We were all wrong, of course. I can't think of what to say. I'm drawing a blank. Help me out, kid. I'm totally stuck here. See, to me, this seems like the Paragon thing to say. Don't mention that he had a checkered past. Just go straight to what a cool dude he was. And this is less Paragon, but, you know, I will take it as an article of faith that the upper right-hand thing to say is the most Smurf dialogue choice available when you don't actually have Smurf dialogue choice.
Though his life took him to very dark places, Thane cared for the better angels of our nature.
By killing them.
Even when he was terminally ill, he ran through worn-torn streets to reach me because he knew I needed help.
And he was paid.
You all know the results of that day. An assassin, a professional criminal, gave his life for his galaxy. And now he can rest.
In peace. And he rolls his eyes in the back of his head.
Would anyone else like to speak?
Nope.
What I remember about Thane was his confidence.
He was a confidence man.
He told me once about how he remembered everything, even every mistake he made.
Which I guess is what
If
your
I
people
did
do, so wasn't that
I'd
special?
be a nervous wreck. Thane kept it under control.
Well, you made a lot of mistakes, Tali.
It's strange, but the last word I'd label Thane with is assassin. And we covered each other in firefights. That makes him a partner.
Thane's last stand was important. But let us also remember why Thane left the Normandy. To keep his son away from a life of crime.
At which point Kolyat says,
Deeds
yes,
such as
about
these
that.
do
I'm
not
actually
go
a petty
unnoticed
criminal
by
now.
the universe. They echo in all who hear them. That is why I am here.
Yeah.
Thane took himself seriously, a trait with which I did not always agree. I tried to make him laugh on several occasions.
Well, you can't really do that very well. You
But
need
what
some.
I interpreted as a lack of humor was masking a great effort. Thane was turning his life around, in a way few organics do.
Could you lose the virtual
The day
shades?
Thane came onto the Normandy, all Kelly and I knew about him was that he could probably kill us all with a ballpoint pen.
Where's Kelly?
But after you got to know him,
Get her out here.
there wasn't any reason to be afraid. He let you know where you stood. Kolyat, do you,
Mind that I just referenced the fact that your father was a terrifying assassin? Solarian Council, you got anything to say, or? Did you say nerd?
When I was little, I thought my father had it all figured out. He said men must be loyal to their friends and dangerous to their enemies.
Not a bad policy.
But when he prevented me from hurting someone, he had changed. He said enemies and ego are not as important as loved ones.
And that's why I've
I didn't
accepted
want to hear
Rose
it.
as a little blonde baby.
I was lost. I called him a hypocrite in 1,000 different ways. Said that he was going soft. Now, I think maybe he did have it all figured out.
A little late for him, but...
That's all I can say. If anyone would like to continue, we'll be here.
But I'd appreciate it if you all left now.
Looks like people are starting to clear out.
Commander, thank you for holding this event. In time, it will be a good memory.
No problem, dude. Yeah, I kind of feel bad making all the stupid jokes over these scenes, but, you know, it's kind of how I do these LPs. It's not really fair to stop just because things are all heavy. It doesn't feel good to honor your dad. No, that's not what he means, I'm sure.
I don't know if I'll be as philosophical about it. It's still kind of raw.
I understand.
I know you're a puss, but...
If you will excuse me, I should take this opportunity to speak with the counselor.
Yell at him for not saying something nice about my dad.
He is feeling grateful, and I want to point out there are some Solarian biologists who need funding. If anyone would be able to create a breakthrough in the treatment of Keppel's syndrome, it would be them.
Well, I got about 40,000 credits left after I bought all the weapon mods ever.
If you need someone to hold the counselor's feet to a fire, I'm there.
I appreciate the offer, but Counselor Valorn has recently orated about funding science during wartime. My odds are good.
Well, if you've got enough renegade dialogue, you can use the threat of
I was organizing my father's possessions, and I came upon copies of video messages he tried to send you.
I believe they are
to your
pornography.
extranet address. I hope they help more than they hurt. Until we meet again, Commander.
But I doubt they will. Alright, dude. Thanks, man. And now we have video messages. Okay, so we'll have special video messages from our old pal Thane. I never found him to be the most useful squad mate, and I remember criticizing during the Mass Effect 2 LP the way his philosophy kind of let him off the hook for all the bad stuff he did. Oh, I was just a flesh vessel. The soul did not commit crimes, but at the same time, he was an interesting character. I liked Thane. Alright, let's do this thing.
Shepard, I suppose I should thank you.
Why is this lower res than the technology we have to record video now?
The right decision. It was saddening to see our crew go their separate ways, but it is better than answering questions in an Alliance interrogation room.
Why constantly going, what?
I hope this message finds you well. As for me, I have moved into an apartment on the Citadel not far from Kolyat.
Is Kolyat your favorite bar? Oh, it's your son, that's right.
I think the first attack I had frightened him. I will spare you the details. It seemed very dramatic at the time, but in comparison to the Omega Relay, it was a child's game.
Yeah, you didn't even have to assign Legion to crawl through the tunnel.
Good luck getting the Alliance to listen to you. Let's keep in touch.
Please don't fail to answer this message, or we'll feel devastated by this, and it will make it a much more painful death experience. Sorry. Yeah, apparently we just never got these messages, so.
Shepard, if you sent a message back, I didn't get it. I suppose communications from someone of my reputation would be restricted.
Still,
the irony is,
answer me back, bro.
I am a danger to no one these days. I am even paying taxes on my investments. I can't expect Kolyat to do so if I don't.
See, that's why you should pay your income taxes, folks, so your kids will.
Other, and he is temperamental, but he is employed and staying out of crime. I can tell he is serious about changing. It has cost him more than a few friends.
He's got a nice job down at the Walmart.
I can only learn so much from news reports about you.
Oh, this is sad. He died. Well, I mean, we don't know this, but it's heading in this he died thinking Shepard didn't care direction, which is very sad. More likely, I mean, Thane probably figured that Shepard couldn't get back to him, and the reason Shepard couldn't would not have been pleasant to Thane, that he was being detained, but there's not a whole lot Thane could do about it, I suppose. He had other stuff on his mind. We don't know that he wasn't sending similar messages to other members of the Normandy crew from Mass Effect 2 as well.
I have tried a false identity to try to get this message through to you. The We'll see if it works. I have good news and bad.
I called myself Fluffy Pants on Doorknob.
Is that Kolyat and I took a few days to visit Earth.
Aw.
Light the shade of her eyes. Shrill sound of chirping stops. I scan the ground. See two tiny bodies locked by claws.
Excuse me. As I was saying, we saw a beautiful sunset in New Mexico, and a scorpion eating a cricket.
It was awesome.
I wish you could have joined us.
We also met some Gila monsters, that truly the most advanced species of your species.
I fainted and struck my head. Kolyat has convinced me to stay at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. I will be there from now on. I still don't want to die in a hospital, but it's where the doctors are. And Kolyat. I love him. That means I must trust him. Goodbye, Shepard.
Bringing me down, man.
Let me say that now, in case I cannot later.
Well, you know, we got to actually meet with him and talk to him before the end, so that was cool. And he got to have his last heroic act of saving the counselor, so, you know. All in all, he had a good end, and I've mentioned before, without fawning or sounding like a Mass Effect fanboy, I respect the fact that they introduced a character with a fatal disease and killed him off without it. I mean, you know, scenes like that, possibly an exception. I think that was reasonable considering the nature of this game with its long story and character-driven sequences. They didn't go full-on dramatic, like, you know, heartstring tug with his death. He was like, yeah, it was a background detail that was there. I mean, he was introduced to someone dying of a fatal disease, and eventually it happened. There was no miracle cure. No, oh, if you have enough Paragon points when you can get Morden to find a cure. It's like, nope. Guy died. It was sad. We're not going to ignore it. Yeah, I kind of appreciated the way they handled it. That being said, it's not the most fun thing to chit-chat about. So next time, hopefully we'll have a little bit more lighthearted and humorous video. Although, hey, this video involved us getting loud and spilling drinks on the Citadel, i.e. playing the Rock'em Sock'em robot game. Next time, if memory serves, we got Edie, Trainer, and there's somebody else, Liara, all to invite up. And I guess I'm just going to keep doing these until I run out of them and get to the Citadel party. So you will know from the video titles. If you're getting sick of this shit, well, let's just say I understand. So if you're waiting for there to be more action before you start tuning back in, then yeah, I'm just going to tell you. Once this video stops being titled Citadel DLC Part whatever, we'll be back to actual combat. And probably not before, unless other people have little quick trips to the Armax arena and, you know, whatever. But it seems like we might have quite a bit of this left to go. If I insist on trying to do the closest I can to a full clear of this game, we're going to have a lot more of this to do. And we got to go, you know, get Bill Grunt out of jail at some point too. All that and more awaits in future videos. I'm Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.